Hi, Barrick. Hi, Solar. Hi, Gindra. How are y'all doing? Hi, Mr. Boogeyman. I hope everyone's doing good. Okay. My brain is fried. I didn't see that you would put something in chat, Ender. Hi, Ender. How are you? Where did we find a simple silver ring? +3 to save versus poison. Who up saving the daylight time? God, I wish I wasn't.
Right.
Daylight savings time is the worst, and yet I'm forced to abide by it.
All right.
I'm forced to persist in this doomed world. Okay, so I know that I'm supposed to be going through the painted door up at the top of the Hive ward here. Before I do that, where was it? I think it was here. I can't see shit due to my monitor brightness.
I'm gone.
You're not wrong, Barrick. Squad, beat this man to death. And this one. And this one. Squad, leave no one to persist among the ashes. Hi, Maeve. How are you? Yeah, we got a new party member at the end of last stream. Squad, torment this man's Planescape.
I'm gone.
You go in the thing, please? Getting confused. You're not tired. As in, like, why am I so early? Daylight savings time. If that's what you're talking about. You sell here. Have a look at what you sell. I am not selling the decanter of endless water. You can pry that decanter off my cold dead corpse game. I fucking love the decanter of endless water. I find it really funny how like the Decanter of Endless Water is one of those it's one of those types of thing that like doesn't sound as useful on the surface, but when you actually like start using it, it just instantly becomes extremely helpful. Because I don't know if I talked about it previously. The reason that I love the Decanter so much is that it was given to my first D&D character. Honestly, I could end the story right there. But it was given to my first D&D character as like a like my DM being like, oh, like you don't have many bonus action abilities currently. Also, I just realized thing I need rehide the Discord sound source so I can actually see my game audio and my mic audio at the same time.
I'm gone.
It sounds like a quality of life artifact, and then oh god. Yeah, the 5e version of the Decanter of Endless Water effectively
Done.
you can use it kind of as a weapon. It's effectively we're trying to learn the command word for it currently in this game, because when you speak the command word, you can cause it to spray out like a violent stream of water. And so the really funny thing is that my bard just had a Decanter of Endless Water because we found it in a dungeon, and thanks to that, my bard became a menace because we basically strapped the Decanter of Endless Water to a crossbow and turned it into a super soaker. And the mechanical difference is that we changed it to be a bonus action, which was a mistake. And so it was just like, okay, my bard will cast a spell and then spray you down with the crossbow in the hopes of you failing a DC 13 strength check and getting knocked over. It knocked over so many things that it shouldn't have been able to. Like, we're talking like huge creatures that were giving trouble to everybody else, and my bard was just like, you on the floor now. What you first took to be a door in this archway is actually a painting. The artist made use of the shadows. We've already read this. Close your eyes and open the door. You close your eyes, reach for the door, and fumble around. To your surprise, you find a handle. With a slight tug, the door opens. A narrow passage leads into the building, and from within, you can hear distant howling. Time to head in. Oh, hello, Farod. Farod's being haunted. Oh, wait, those are the shadows. Those are the shadows that we were warned about. You see a slender tiefling girl standing with her back to you. You notice that both her hands and the upended table in front of her are smeared with a fresh coat of what appears to be pink paint. She seems oblivious to your approach. Greetings. At the sound of your voice, the girl turns her head to regard you. Her face, though somewhat dirty and spattered with drops of pink paint, is strikingly beautiful. She flashes you a wide, mischievous smile, then returns her attention to the makeshift canvas. Had some questions? Tiefling girl seems totally immersed in her artwork. She ignores you entirely.
I'm gone.
Money. For money. What did I just get hit by? Was that a trap that dealt 1 damage to me? It really had to think about starting the battle music there. Money for money. Painted thug.
Rock through.
Damn it!
Trench's Valley.
Money. Kind of money. Future money, actually. My inventory is full. Just quick put it in another inventory, please, game. You're smart enough to do that. I know you are. We really do have a lot of, I have 28 bandages in my quick item slots that I just haven't been using. It is a bit frustrating that they don't auto stack into quick slots. See an aging man dressed in tattered rags. As you draw nearer, you discover that he's missing both of his eyes. The scarred tissue of his eyelids has receded into its empty sockets, giving his features a macabre appearance of a decaying skull. Greetings. The old man turns in your general direction, his arms outstretched as if feeling for you. Darkness who be in voice. Friend words I'll speak of you and call chaos. Speak the words of chaos and you'll call me friend? Is this a jumbled up scramble speak? Or is this jumbled up scramble speak really necessary? The old man cocks his head to one side, his sightless gaze fixed on empty space. Chaos of you are not. Snot. Everyone here lost their minds? Walk, not talk. Talk is complete. Completed to completion. Turns his back to you, apparently done with the conversation. Obvious this is getting me nowhere. Sybil, are you gonna stab me in the back? You see a figure hidden among the shadows in the corner of the room. As you draw near, a young woman steps out to reveal herself. She's dressed in a loose-fitting tunic, which together with her short cropped hair and slender frame, gives her a rather boyish appearance.
I wouldn't go in there if I were you.
She nods in the direction of the door on the south wall. Why? What's beyond the door? She winces at the sound of your voice, putting a finger to her lips to indicate silence. Pauses for a moment, then answers in a hushed voice.
A whole mess of them howling lunatics. That's what. Looks like they're having some sort of gathering. Won't be able to get through to the alley till they clear out. Is there an echo in here? Yes, howling lunatics. They belong to the starved dog barking gang. A band of Zausitect. I still don't know how to pronounce this word. Thugs that plague this part of the Hive.
How many of them are in there?
I counted about a dozen of them. Of course, I was peeking through a crack in the door, so that could be off by a handful or so.
Is there any other way to get through to the alley?
There may be a way to get past those animals without a fight. There's another door that leads in there. From what I was able to see, there are stacks of wooden crates along the same wall. Or the same wall as the other door. It may be possible to sneak from that door to the exit on the other side of the room. There's only one problem.
What would that be?
And the door's locked. I tried it. My guess is the key is in one of the thugs on one of the thugs upstairs. I'm not coved enough to go up there looking for it, though.
She holds her arms across her chest and stares at you expectantly. He's up there. I'll find it. Farewell.
Updated my journal.
If you do manage to live long enough to find the key to... The door is in a room to the southeast. I'll be watching from the shadows. If you can unlock the door and make it out to the alley in one piece, I'll be right behind you.
Very well, then. A pouch. Can I do anything with this? No? Why would you give me extra bags and then not let me put anything in the extra bags? I stepped on a nail or something. Hey, look, a crowbar. Why does Dakan keep getting damaged so easily?
Forced it. Done. Forced it. Opened.
You open the door? Squad, give me some personal space.
All right.
Wait, is it specific spots on the floor? Also,
Done.
I saw that. I saw whatever that was. I wonder if I can edit like the, because I have formations. But I don't seem to be able to like set formations, if that makes sense. Because usually in this sort of situation, you would want the rogue to go first. Why did you stop detecting traps? Start doing that again.
sings true.
Wait, there were two guys stacked on top of each other back here?
Princess Folly.
Also, holy shit, how did I take so much damage so quickly? Can I not use... Oh wait, maybe it's because I'm paused. Also, holy shit, that
I'm gone.
I think that thing that I got that increased my natural healing rate is like really good. Do you have the key? No, you have a healing item. So chat, I've been working on making a edited clip for one of the bits from Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, part 1. Oh, there's a wizard. Squad, I don't care.
What's up? She has a patch of razor wire, twice as ugly. Yeah.
Squad, I want this wizard turned to paste. Is he gone? He's gone.
You see that?
It's honestly really interesting to me that these games aren't turn-based.
Sings true. You see that?
I'm gone.
Hey, look, I found the tenement key. Oh, we actually have like a reasonable amount of inventory space. Here, Dickon, you can hold the junk. Why am I still carrying a scalpel? Man, I can't wait until we learn that, until we learn the keyword so we can spray the guy at the, burning corpse. Bronze bracelets are actually worth a bit.
I'm gone.
Earrings a little bit less so. That was 4 healing items? Thank you.
Damn it. Princess Folly.
Oh my god.
Huh?
I'm here.
Joe kind of for goodness sake.
Stop targeting her.
What? Poxy bastard.
Done.
Wait a minute. This is on the same... All of this is on the same map? Huh. I saw that little segment over there and I was like, oh, I wonder what's over there. And then I was like, wait a minute, that's the lower floor. I'm trying to think where the nearest place would be that I can rest. Just because I don't want to go too far in as damaged as I am.
Done.
Maybe we can rest in the warehouse now that the guy's gone.
All right.
Nope, I'm not allowed to rest here. Despite the fact that the guy here left
Right.
and seemingly has no objections because he's gone.
Done.
It's not that far to walk back over to here. EP time. But yeah, real quick, with the thing I was saying about working on clips earlier. Nope, do not pull up the Steam overlay. That was the wrong, I pressed Shift Tab instead of where are my screenshots? Here you go. I'm extremely partial to the I wonder why I would prefer Shell girl currently being chased by witches. though the signature on the Luke one is also really good. Just Luke the Narc Triton. The :3 Professor Layton. The funniest thing is that screenshot isn't edited. It's just zoomed in. Like,
Done.
I didn't make any changes to the professor's face in that screenshot. Isn't it normally Narc? So, fun fact actually about that. I learned today that apparently Narc with a C and Narc with a K are two different words.
I'm gone.
They kind of mean adjacent things, actually. You know what? I'm gonna quick save real quick. I want to go in. She was right. There are like 12 guys in here.
That's the feeling.
Oh my god. Hi, Kaz. How are you?
All right.
Man, why does everybody attack the tiefling first? Bloodfly charm. Ooh. I will take that.
Done.
Massive iron gate is rusted shut. There's no way it'll open. Wasn't that convenient? Hey, Mr. Dabu. Honestly, realistically, I don't trust the game to not fuck me over for talking to Dabu. It's a rickety dwelling that looks as though it stood for centuries. Its wooden walls are withered and worn with age. A number of planks on the side of the structure appear to have been recently pried loose. Well, the fact that that has a different symbol makes me think that we're going to be coming back to that. Is that a dead Dabu?
I'm gone.
See the dead body of a Dabu. The stench of its decay is overpowering, and from the looks of its rigid, unnatural posture, extreme rigor mortis has long since crept in. Oh, that seems like a really, really bad idea. Never before has there been a more bad idea than doing this. As you reach out with your power, there's a faint stirring in the air, and the Dabu's body blurs for a moment. Feel a strange, wrenching pain in your skull, as if someone is hammering on it, sharply, desperately. Try and focus. Your vision goes black for a moment, and the hammering pain fades, until it sounds like it's coming from outside your skull. The darkness clears, and you hear the hammering coming from outside the building. The entire building seems hazy somehow, confused, as if you're seeing it through a mist. I'll keep focusing. The hammering dies, and you suddenly see a spectral version of the Dabu entering the building. As it does, the windows and the doors become like water, suddenly sealing over the entrance. Over the entrance the Dabu came through. Dabu turns, pauses, and begins a slow circuit of the room, examining the walls and hammering on each one once as if testing it. The Dabu completes its circuit of the room and pauses by the door it once entered. It begins hammering, chipping away at the stone, but with every blow the wall repairs itself. The vision fades to black, and the hammering continues, first at a steady pace, then slower, then slower. Your vision clears as the hammering ends, and you're once again standing beside the corpse of the Dabu. It looks as if withered away here, or as if it withered away here, trapped inside the building.
Done.
Things that will get you on the Lady of Pain's shit list. Killing Dabus, speaking to dead Dabus is also up there. Dark recess descends only a few feet before ending abruptly in a solid rock face. Awesome. Dilapidated structure seems on the very verge of collapse. Several boards have recently been nailed into place to reinforce the sagging building. Did that even give me anything? 1,000 DXP. Also, you really don't want to be on the Lady of Pain's shit list. Yeah. I mean, like, you know, one happy thing about being on the Lady of Pain's shit list. If you're on the Lady of Pain's shit list, you won't be on there for long. Okay, so this is definitely like a portal or something that we need to... Oh, what? This is walkable? Game, you're lying to me, game. Also, you're lying to me that this is walkable as well. Oh, pre-rendered cutscene.
This is the place I found you, laying right where you fuck.
Oh, hello, face in the wall. Stare in awe at the bizarre spectacle before you, and what appeared to be an ordinary, unremarkable bricked wall now throbs and pulsates with movement. The wall expands with curious elasticity, heaving outward as if some unseen force was trying to push its way through the barrier from the other side. Slowly, the undulating mass begins to settle, its curves becoming more and more pronounced, and you slowly find yourself at eye level with the stony caricature of a human face. What is that?
I don't know.
Anna stares at the face in disbelief, her hands nervously fingering her daggers.
But I'm for leaving. But we find out,
Not just yet, there's something... Suddenly a strong breeze begins to blow around you and the air is filled with an eerie sighing. Rushing wind grows stronger and you can make out other sounds as well. Creaking of boards, the rustling of leaves, and the grinding of stone upon stone. After a few moments, the clamor ceases to be a cacophony of individual noises and begins to blend into one articulate sound. You can make out a voice that speaks softly yet seems to come from all around you at once. You? It cannot be you. Greetings? Wind around you has stopped, but the voice is still somehow present. You are restored again? I saw you destroyed. Destroyed? Where? I saw you destroyed here, in front of me. I see all within. You know what happened to me? Sorry, give me a sec. Things that cast no shadow, were shadow, rose around you, tore you down. Do you not remember? You concentrate on the strange voice composed of sounds around you. Somewhere in the deepest recesses of your mind, brief glimmer of recollection. Feel as though there's something vaguely familiar about the sounds. Close your eyes and try to remember. Oh, look at that 3D. Yes, you remember. Also, I don't know if it's pronounced enough to see on stream. Wait, I actually have a mouse cursor. I can point at this. You can kind of see the PNG outline for the face here. Right here. Can you see that, chat? The little rectangle around it. You can see it. Yes, you remember. The voice of the alley rings in your ears, scattering the images from your mind and returning you back to the present. Destroyed. As soon I shall be. I cannot delay division much longer. Pressure builds. Soon stones will crumble. The floating ones will repair me to destruction. You're dying? Pressure is too much. Too many places folded inside. Not enough space. Must divide. Divide?
It must be in the way.
What are you talking about?
I think it's pregnant.
Oh? Freaky. So where are we technically standing right now? I really don't want to know the answer to that, Morte. Voice continues. Help me to divide. Branch out, expand. New apertures will open. May use them to travel to the lower ward. What do you need to divide? Loading one is upon me, repairing. It prevents me from dividing. I undo its repairs, but it returns once again, and again. Repairs anew. Must remove the floating one. You want me to kill the Dabu in the alley? Remove it. Only then can I divide. Very well, I'll remove the Dabu for you.
My journal.
Bad idea. Very, very bad idea.
All right.
As you approach the stone face, the various ambient sounds of the alley once again assault your ears. Turned. The Dabu still remains. I can't seem to get rid of him. Must be removed. There must be a way. Make it depart. Time is short. Okay. Just scare them off.
I'm gone.
See a Dabu, it's dressed in long flowing robes and is floating slightly above the ground. Greetings. It turns to face you, and a series of symbols appear around its head. I must attend to my duties. No time to speak. I understand. I just thought you should know that I discovered the body of a Dabu in this alley. The Dabu cocks his head slightly to one side. A number of symbols stream above its head, most of which indicate surprise and distress rather than words. Dead? Where? Lies in the abandoned building not far from here. It looks as though it got trapped inside somehow. The Dabu stares at you briefly, then bows slightly and floats off in the direction of the abandoned building. Farewell. I'm just like, I told him the truth, and bro is just like, I was like, hey, the guy got trapped inside there somehow. I don't know how. And he was just like, yeah, but I'm built different.
All right.
As you approach the stone face, the various ambient sounds of the alley have once again assault your ears. Through them, you've returned. I spoke with the Dabus and told him about his dead brethren. He left to investigate.
Updated my journal.
Holy shit, that was worth a lot of EXP. There's a Dabu fly sticky tape trap over there. Oh, let me check. Yes. Floating one no longer repairs. It is now with the other. I've closed myself around it. It remains inside me forever. What is your name? How does the door work? Presumably, with that comment, it's part of, like, this chunk is part of this thing. I wonder if this is like a giant mimic, because mimics are like types of oozes, and oozes divide to, like, reproduce. I see. Now that it's trapped, you can divide without interference, right? Still cannot divide. Too weak. Cannot undo floating one's repairs. Its changes must be reversed before I can divide. You must undo the floating one's repairs for me. You want me to undo the Dabu's changes? How? Seek out the parts of me the floating one has changed. Reverse the changes. Undo the repairs. Must be exact, precise. Only then I can divide. Very well, I'll find and reverse the repairs for you. Probably need some tools. A hammer and a pry bar should do the trick.
Updated
In knowing
my
the
journal.
teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
Level up. See, we could hit wisdom level 20, but I think I'm gonna put it in intelligence. Because intelligence gives me, well, I know where there's a hammer, exactly. I think I'm gonna put it in intelligence just because we had the one thing earlier that needed like high intelligence that we didn't have enough intelligence for. Already got Anna, nice. Hi Wizard, how are you?
All right.
You think the other Dabu is dead in here now? Number of planks appear to have been recently pried loose. It appears as though the Dabu is attempting to tear down this ancient structure. Several boards are loose on the building's frame. Their nails nearly pried all the way out. Dealing with daylight savings as well as any human can. God, daylight saving time works, or not works, is the worst. Not works, it definitely doesn't work, it sucks.
Done.
Is the Dabu still out and about? No. This was the quick save from 2 seconds ago.
Done. Done.
It doesn't affect you. Or it's still locked. This is what I get for using the quick saves. They should give you like 10 quick saves instead of just 4. How about this one?
Done. Done.
Okay, cool.
All right. All right.
Hey, Mr. Dabu. Fly trap. Whoa, fly trap be upon you.
Done. Updated my journal.
Dabu, give me my shit ton of EXP. How can I reverse the repairs?
In
Updated
well.
my
the
journal.
teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
Point back into intelligence. Level everybody else up. 10 and 10. No, wait, I didn't put 10 into stealth. I put 10 into detect traps. What? Okay, clearly multi-classing works differently in 2E than it does in 5E. Because Anna is both a level 4 fighter and a level 5 thief. How does that work?
I'm gone.
Is multi-classing in this game the one that, like, you effectively stop leveling in one class and start leveling in another? Or is that dual classing? Because there's two different ways of getting multiple classes. Examine the structure more closely. I'll use the pry bar. One by one, you pry loose the fresh boards from the face of the building. As the last board comes free, the building emits a loud groan as its weight shifts unsteadily upon its now unsupported frame. That's how it works in 5e. No, you can you just take levels in different you take levels in different stuff in 5e, and so it's like, oh, I'm gonna put 3 levels into being a fighter, and then put 3 levels into being a sorcerer, and I can put like my next, like when I hit level 7, because it takes a full level for each one. When you hit level 7, you can choose to put it in either fighter or sorcerer. So in 2e, multi-classing is a human thing where you just stop gaining one and start gaining only in another. Is dual classing the one that's yeah, you get like split EXP, so everything levels up half as fast. Examine the structure. Use the hammer to nail the boards back into place. Hammer the boards neatly back into place, taking a step back to examine your handiwork. You notice that, strangely enough, the building no longer appears to be quite as old as it did at first glance.
I'm gone.
You know, this game's party is really funky. Like, you've got effectively like an undead sort of like reborn character. Then you've got a floating skull, a Githzerai, and a tiefling for like a second edition tiefling, which I'm pretty sure that there is a tiefling party member in one of the other Infinity Engine games. I think it's in the expansion for Baldur's Gate 2, if I'm not mistaken. But returned. I reversed the repairs you've asked. Yes, all is in order. I'm grateful. Again, the wind begins to blow around you, this time with fierce intensity. The omnipresent sound of the alley begin to increase in volume until the soft murmur of the voices nearly drowned out by the ensuing racket. Now you must go. Division begins. The way is now open to you.
Updated my journal.
Damn! That's a lot of EXP, game. Stone face before you begins to transform once again. Its mass shifting and roiling as you look on. The entire wall seems to melt before your eyes, exposing a narrow passageway beyond. The ground underfoot suddenly begins to rock violently, and the soft sighing of the wind intensifies to a more urgent, almost human-like moaning. You hear the sounds of crashing stones and snapping boards all around you as you dash into the passageway.
Updated my journal.
Oh, early 3D. Also, why was that pre-rendered scene in 16:9? You there, sir? You look like you might be interested in some fine clothes. It's the one. Skill in it. That's what he wants. Grab it. Hey, let go. Let go. Help, help. Orte just got fucking kidnapped. Orte got fucking kidnapped and now I have to deal with his inventory.
Endure. Your will be done.
Aye? Right.
I hear your words. Your path is mine.
Might as well.
They're doing that to you tomorrow. Which part? You see a harmonium officer. Ugh. He gives you a bored look as you approach. Greetings. Gives you a bored look. Greetings, citizen. Measure 3, Vorten at your service. Have some questions? He sighs. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm on duty and I have no time for questions. Pauses. If you'd like information, go to Ebb Creeknees. Who's Ebb Creeknees? He is an old friend of mine. I think he considers himself to be a tout now, so we can give you the chant concerning just about anything. Where do I find him? Thanks for a moment. Last I heard, he pretty much set himself up in the Smoldering Corpse bar. You can find it somewhere down in the Hive.
I'm gone.
Okay, so where are we? We are in the lower ward currently. Is splitting you in two. J for journal. Wait, did I not? Um. Oh, it's in the clerk's ward for that. And no quest to save Morte?
Done.
Apparently not. See a middle-aged man wearing dusty clothes. Does not appear to be in the best of health. His skin is pale yellow, and you see the occasional pustule along his arms. Greetings. Turns and glances at you from behind hollow eyes. His eyes narrow in suspicion as he continues to glance around. What do you want? Voice is raspy. There's some questions. Turns his attention to you. Why are you bothering me for? I look the part of a tout? What's a tout? Frowns at you. Someone you go to for asking a bunch of damn fool questions. I do have questions. Who are you? He gives you a slight bow. Name's Koru. My day, I was a pretty good warrior. Pauses in size. Well, them days is over, but I can still know a trick or two. Teach me the warrior's way? Well, why not? You sure you want to give up your current profession? No. Is warrior a different thing than fighter? Can you tell me if I'm ready for more instruction? Think I could teach you a bit more? What can you teach me? Oh, this is for, I see ADP. I want to fight with my fists. Fists, eh? Well, I can teach you if you want. Yes, I'd like to learn. Well, here we go. You ready? Well, that's it, I guess. Now what? Awesome. So, did that just give me fish proficiency? It increased my fist proficiency. Okay, this does use fist proficiency. Also, I just realized this is a +2 weapon. Hi, Chuckling Bird. Fish proficiency. Hi, Chuckling Bird. You haven't missed that much. We helped a building give birth. We also got a Dabu stuck in a glue trap. You know, just Planescape things. Do you think I could put another proficiency point into Fist? Can you train me with more Fist? I mean, the real question is, how bad of an idea is it to dump a whole bunch of proficiency points into Fist? Because I don't actually remember how proficiency works with this. You can have like up to, I think it's either like 3 or 5 proficiency points in something. Like to learn. Use this weapon. See, I have triple proficiency with Fist now. I'm actually really curious. What does proficiency actually do in 2E? Like, presumably it makes it easier to hit with. You see a florid, boisterous man. He's shouting and carrying on like there's a war that's about to come through. He's got something lodged in his intestines, like, well, he's too excited about something to talk about in a normal tone of his voice. His rapid-fire delivery makes it difficult to understand him. You, sir? You there? You look like you could give me, like you could use something? I'm not quite sure what it is yet, but give me time, and I'll have figured it out on the spot. You need rooms? I've got rooms. You need supplies? I've got supplies. What are you selling? Hammer of quality. Hammer. You get 9 proficiency points total and max out a single weapon at 5. Cheese. I'm sorry, Morte. We're selling all your shit. Fifth asterisk gives you a second attack every turn. Oh, that's tempting.
Done.
What are these guys? This huge creature stands over 9 feet tall. Rippling muscles support its massive frame. It seems to be engaged in a conversation with 2 similar creatures next to it. Greetings? Turns at your greeting and begins to look about. After a moment, he looks down and notices you. Look of confusion crosses his features. What do you want of Zerb? Have some questions? He gives you an apologetic look and shakes his head. Zerb not speak language well. Sorry, you talk Thorpe. He gestures to one of the creatures next to him. All right, thank you. Yep, rippling muscles, support his massive frame. As you approach, he leers at you and laughs. Greetings. He looks down at you and gives you a friendly smile. What do you want, Smalley? Have some questions? Who are you? He smacks himself in the chest with a thunderous blow. Thorpe. Raises his eyes. His eyes? He raises his arms above his head and shakes his fist to the sky. Mighty warriors, Thorpe. All Okola? Okola? Are mighty warriors. Places his fists on his hips and glares at you. Who are you? I don't remember my name. He nods at you as he examines your scars. You got mighty scars. You must be great warrior, like Thorpe. Frowns and nods wisely. You got hit on head too many time. Not remember name. Someday it will come back. What are you doing here? He barks out a laugh and smiles at you. Thorpe here with friends. He gestures at the nearby Thakola. What are Thakola? Have they been like retconned out of existence because Wizards of the Coast is the worst? We're gonna bosh a flying lizard. He lets out a roar and begins to pound his chest with fists the size of hams. Flying lizard? He nods his head, then begins to make crawling motions. A lizard, you know, but fly. He begins to flap his arms like a huge misshapen bird. Eventually, he settles down and looks at you expectantly. Mean a dragon? He snorts and raises to his full height. Thorpe good, but he not that good. Someday, Thorpe want to bosh dragon. They're basically trolls. Stares off into the distance with a longing expression, and then sighs. But this not that day. If it's not a dragon you're talking about, what is it? Thorpe not remember what Xanthia call it. He pauses to think. A lizard, tall as Thorpe, walk on back legs, got wings, got claws. Red in color. Think she say they called Abby shy? Then pauses and shrugs. I've heard of something called an Abishai, is that what you mean?
Updated my journal.
His eyes light up and he gives you a joyful smile as he nods his head. Yes, Abishai. Flying lizard. Thorpe and friends bosh real good. Thorpe be warrior of stature then. Anthea accept apology. Nicola and Limlims are Planescape Torment only? Really? What's this about Xanthia and an apology? Thorpe take friends to tavern last night. Thorpe gets stinking drunk. All onto Xanthia's table, spill drinks all over her. He looks embarrassed. Xanthia say she not accept apology unless Thorpe be warrior of stature. So, killing an Abishai is supposed to give you stature?
Updated my journal.
He shrugs. Xanthia say so. Thorpe not know. I see. What can you tell me about this ward? He stares at you for a moment, then shrugs. Thorpe not know. Thorpe new here. He gives you a childish smile. Thorpe here for fun. Yes, you're going to Barsh and Abishai. Smiles, then nods at you enthusiastically. All right. Thorpe and friends Barsh. I have to go now. Farewell.
Done.
You see a pretty young woman in fine clothes. Her skin lacks the usual yellow tint of the inhabitants of this ward. She appears to be watching the three nearby creatures with interest. I hope you have a good day at work, wizard. She turns to face you, and an annoyed look crosses her face.
Yes, what do you want?
I have some questions.
Fine.
Who are you?
My name's Xanthia.
She looks you up and down, then frowns.
Is there something else you want?
More questions. What are you doing here?
There's going to be a fight, and I want to see it.
She smiles wickedly.
It should be interesting.
Fight?
Yes. See the three Thokala over there?
She points to the three hulking creatures with rippling muscles.
They're going to try to kill an Abishai.
She snorts.
The stupid oafs.
Heard of something called an Abishai? What exactly is it?
It's a lower plains creature. Batazu, I think. She frowns in thought.
She frowns in thought.
In any case, Abishai have nasty dispositions, sharp claws, and can cast spells. Very formidable.
The Thokala look like they can take care of themselves.
Normally I'd say so, yes. Thokala are pretty powerful warriors.
He smiles slyly and leans in to whisper to you.
However, I know something that they don't.
What might that be?
Abishai can only be hurt by magic.
She snickers.
The Thokala will be slaughtered. I have no doubt about it.
She straightens up and she watches the Thokala eagerly. How do you know they can only be hurt by magic? She gives you an annoyed look.
My husband is very high up in the Harmonium. The Harmonium guards are trained to deal with creatures such as Abishai.
She looks away.
And that's how I know that's how I know. My husband told me.
Why don't you warn the Thokala?
Why should I do that?
She smiles evilly.
I'm the one who suggested the fight.
Why?
My husband tries to better his social standing with his underlings by drinking with them in the local taverns. Last evening, he forced me to just such an occasion. Those 3 oafs were there, boasting of their prowess as warriors. It was obvious they were in a drunken stupor. When they decided to leave, one of them tripped and fell into the table I was sitting at.
She pauses. She frowns angrily.
Most of the drinks at the table spilled into my lap and ruined my very expensive evening nightgown. So, while the cretin was trying to apologize, I whispered to him that I only accepted the apology of a warrior of stature. If he were truly such a warrior, he'd be able to defeat an Abishai in hand-to-hand combat.
Going to get them killed because they ruined a dress.
Updated my journal.
You obviously don't understand the intricacies behind this situation.
She looks at you like you're an idiot child.
I was embarrassed and humiliated in front of my husband and his underlings.
She looks angry. Some questions. What can you tell me about this ward?
Nothing.
She looks about with distaste.
Were it not for the fight, I'd not be caught dead here.
I have some questions. Talk to Xanthia. She said you're going to fight an Abishai? Smiles and nods at you enthusiastically. That right? Thorpe and friends Barsh. I've learned that Abishai can only be hurt by magic weapons.
Updated my journal.
Gives you a worried look. Need magic? How you know? I've asked around, Thorpe. It's what people tell me. Thorpe not have magic. Friends not have magic. We die if we Barsh Abishai. He sighs. Thorpe not be warrior of stature. Anthea not accept apology. You are willing to risk your life for the honor of a lady, Thorpe. Only a warrior of stature would do that. He stares at you blankly for a moment, then a huge smile appears on his face. Really? Thorpe and friends now have stature? Yes, consider Xanthia's honor to be satisfied and the apology accepted. Thorpe, thank you. You saved life. Saved life of friends. He turns to the other Thokala and speaks to them hurriedly. After a moment, all 3 bow to you and each hands you a pouch of coins. Thank you. Holy shit, $600? You good friend. You deserve. I must be going. Farewell. See Xanthia. She gives you a look filled with hatred.
You warned the brute, didn't you?
Yes, I did what I felt was right. She nods her head slowly.
I will not forget this insult. Good day to you.
She turns and leaves. You see an older man in elegant robes. He has bright eyes and a warm smile. He gives you a slight bow as you approach. Good day, Cutter. I'm Sebastian. How may I serve you? Greetings. Greetings to you as well, Cutter. He stops mid-sentence as he notices your scars. You see his eyes travel along them and his eyebrows arch in surprise. He returns his gaze to you. I was about to ask what I could do for you. There's no need. I think I see why you came to me, Cutter. What, are you trying to say you can help me with these scars? He smiles at you and shrugs his shoulders. Perhaps, Cutter, perhaps. He leans forward and begins to examine your scars carefully. He runs a finger along several of them, mumbling to himself. Finally, he looks up at you. Yes, Cutter, I can help you. I cannot cure you, but I can alleviate the worst of your condition. Your price? Ah, yes, the price. He begins stroking his chin and stares at you. You get the impression you're being weighed somehow. He seems to come up to some sort of decision. I have a job I think you could perform. Go on. I've signed a contract with a certain creature. I'm no longer able to fulfill the contract. It is beyond my abilities. However, the creature will not release me from the contract. Instead, it has threatened me with death unless I fulfill the contract. Let me guess, you want me to solve this problem for you? He sighs. Yes, I cannot do it myself. My reputation demands that I fulfill the contract to face the consequences. I am at your mercy in this regard. Will you help me? What kind of creature are we talking about? It's gonna be an Abishai, isn't it? Yep. An Abishai named Grosuk Cutter. He pauses to gauge your reaction. I know this is a difficult task, but one I think you can handle. Also, the reward I offer you is great. He gestures at your scars. What were you contracted to do? He shakes his head. I cannot reveal that information, Cutter. I'm magically bound not to. That is why people come to me. They know that if I accept a contract, it will be handled with discretion. Hi, Jaemon. How are you? What kind of creature are we talking about? Yep. Interesting proposal. He looks at you hopefully. Will you do it? Or will you do it, Cutter? Sure, give me the details.
My journal.
He smiles at you and gives a sigh of relief. Thank you, Cutter. The creature is an Abishai named Grosuk. You'll need a magic weapon to cause it any harm, so check with some of the shops if you do not own one. The spellcaster can harm it as well. Grosuk can be found to the east, beyond the siege tower. Little Eep. I'm doing alright. Siege tower? Yes, over beyond the market. Damned thing just appeared one day, several years back. No one knows why. No one seems to be able to get inside to find it out. I see. I had a talking skull and he was kidnapped. Can you help me? He stares at you for some time before answering. Skull. Well, if I were to hazard a guess, I would say that your skull is now in the possession of the Master of Bones, which means you should get yourself another skull, Cutter. Can you tell me about this Master of Bones? Frowns and glances about for a moment. His name is Lothar, and he does not appreciate the attention of others. I know nothing of him, and I can answer no questions about him. I can actually see a hint of fear in his eyes. Let us speak of another subject, Cutter. Where can I find him? He glances about nervously. A ruined house somewhere in this ward leads to his demizen. Demizen? Demesne? I don't know. I know nothing more. I can actually see a hint of fear in his eyes. Yep, okay, cool. Very well. What is this place? Gives you a quizzical look. Do you mean this market or this ward of Sigil? Market? This is a common market, Cutter. There are many things for sale here. Spells, potions, information, women, men, just about anything if you can afford the price. Tell me about the ward. This is the lower ward, Cutter. Home to the common people and the industrial side of Sigil. It's not the slums of the Hive, yet it holds no splendor such as the ladies' ward. Pronounced as Demain. Why is it called the lower ward? He lets out a short laugh and shrugs his shoulders. That depends on your point of view, Cutter. The rich say it's because this is the home of the common or lower classes. You ask those who live here, it's because of the portals and the incident. The incident? The incident. Ugh. My eyes. Yes. He frowns as he pauses to think. A long time ago, this place was known as the Prime Ward. People new to the city were placed here, not allowed to access to all of Sigil. There were many other restrictions placed upon them as well. Zumberk took offense to that and decided to form a rebellion. Went nowhere, of course, until he made a fascinating discovery. Go on. You see, there are a lot of portals in this area of the city, and most of them open into the lower planes. Well, that balmy book found a way to open them all at once. He allowed anything that wanted to come through the portals into the city. It became quite bloody. A terrible war ensued. Anyway, that's why this is known as the Lower Ward, because of the portals. Sebastian, how did this person open all the gates? He used an item that he either had commissioned or made himself. It was called... Pauses to think a moment. I remember. The Shadow Sorcelled Key. At the mention of the key, you begin to feel dizzy. The world around you freezes and everything turns gray. You sense a past memory trying to force its way onto your consciousness. Relax and let it come. The world around you fades and you find yourself in the darkened streets of Sigil. Your heart is pounding, trying to break free from your chest. Your breath comes in ragged gasps. You've been running for hours, it seems, and yet you cannot stop. You turn a corner and enter an alley, finally stowing your flight. Feel your strength fade as you lean against a nearby wall and try to catch your breath. You become aware of something hard pressed into the palm of your hand. Glancing down, you open your clenched fist to stare at the gem embedded in the flesh. Your body sags toward the wall until your forehead touches its cold, damp surface. Your eyes close, and you force yourself to take slow, deep breaths. Just as you feel your strength returning to you, you hear a faint noise and suddenly snap to full awareness. You look toward the alley mouth. At first, you see nothing, just ghost visions caused by the shadows of the night. You're about to turn away when slight movement catches your eye. Slowly, a female form glides around the corner, pauses, then turns to face you. Your eyes travel from her slender waist toward her full bosom, and then her blade-enshrouded face. Even in the darkness, you could see her cold, emotionless eyes. The memory fades, and your normal vision returns. You're standing before Sebastian in the market, looking at you with some concern. This passes when he sees that you're alright. Thought I lost you for a moment there, Cutter. Yeah. The Nameless one did a lot of stuff in his past lives, yeah. Including getting on the Lady of Pain's shit list, apparently. Just... This is the... Congratulations, you met with the Lady of Pain at one point. What became of this Shadow Sorcelled Key? He shrugs his shoulders. No one knows. The key's been lost for some time now. Many believe the Lady of Pain took the key to prevent it from ever being used again. What was the outcome of the rebellion? He thinks for a moment. Well, everyone except the leader was given pages in the dead book. Leader and the creatures just up and vanished one day. Early the lady's work. Survivors fled the ward. The fumes of the lower plains had polluted the air, you see. Anyway, the ward remained deserted until the foundry was eventually built. What can you tell me about the foundry? He frowns. It's the home of the godsmen, Cutter. If you have any questions regarding them, I suggest you go to the foundry to ask them. Okay, cool. You see a well-dressed middle-aged man. Seems to be scanning the crowd with a practiced eye. He notices you approach and gives you a quick once-over. Greetings. Smiles at you and gives a barely perceptible nod. I am Byron Pickett, moneylender. May I help you? Never mind. Goodbye. A non-zero chance he got mazed and spent multiple lives in there. Teach me how to punch even better. Teach me how to punch even betterer. Oh, well, nothing more I can teach you right now. Not unless you've devoted your whole life to being a warrior. You gotta specialize in being a warrior if you want to get better. You've got nothing... you've not got that devotion to the fighting craft. Only when you've turned your body into a weapon can you learn to fight more from me.
Updated my journal.
Oh wait, that only got me up to level 4 fist.
I'm gone.
See an older man with long white hair and a weathered yellow skin. He stands tall despite his obvious age. He smiles and gives you a slight bow. Greetings. And you as well, Cutter. How may I serve you? Raises his eyebrows. Oh, you've got spells? Nods and glances around the market. Forgive me, Cutter. I only sell magical items. Talk to Cinder. This stall's over by the furnace toward the exit. Okay, show me what you have. "33% resistance to magic." Ring of the Traveler gives you +1 to AC. Let's place a ring. Sadistic Frame. Invokes Pain Mirror. We don't have any actual, like, normal wizards. They really crammed this spot full of a whole bunch of other people. Also, hi, Forever Broken Soul. How are you? Hi, Erica. Been reading Pathfinder 2e and learned you can be a fist-fighting paladin. Yeah, Pathfinder got to it first because for some reason in 2014 5e you can't fist fight as a paladin. Greetings. Gives you a quick stiff bow. Some questions. Gonna buy some weapons. What was I gonna say? Yeah, you can do Punch Paladin in 5.5. But Pathfinder 2e had Punch Paladin well before. That's actually kind of tempting. Like, they do less damage, but the ability to heal the damage dealt, like, that's really good. Club of Piercing. Also, that's not a club, that's a Morningstar game, but okay. Hi, Looney, how are you? Okay, so it seems like so these are not magical as far as I can tell. So I do need to buy magical punch daggers for the nameless one. I'm doing all right. We vibe. A little bit low on energy, but carrying dagger. Okay. I really wish that it was more clear about what counted as a magical weapon. So I think I'm gonna buy these. Because seemingly these aren't. No, wait, these are enchanted. I'm stupid. Hers aren't, though, so we can give her the siphoning ones. That wasn't a complete waste. Wait, what? Not usable by mages. Are you a mage? No? What's preventing you from using the siphon knuckles? You just not have fist proficiency? No, she does. Why am I not allowed to equip these on her? Also, she had enchanted punch daggers on her. Great, I just wasted a whole bunch of money.
Done.
Laszlo. See, a young boy with pale yellow skin. His clothes are dirty and in need of mending. Currently, he's tending a furnace. Greetings. Turns and gives a half smile as he sets down his work. Ale, do you need some help? I have some questions. Aye, aye. I'd be pleased to help you if I could. Boy looks grateful not to be toiling over the furnace. What is it I can answer you for you? Is this 2E? This is 2E. Missing a skull. You know anyone who'd want something like that? He becomes rather excited. Missing a skull, are you? I bet I know what happened to it. In the ward is a fella, a major priest, to hear tell, who collects heads and puts them on his shelves like books. They're dead, but his magics are such that he can make them answer questions for him, even though they're in the dead book. Where can I find this person? Browns. Not sure, really. I heard tell he's got his kip in one of the ruined buildings around here, but I've never been there. He snaps his fingers. Others might know, though. Might ask Sebastian about it. I see. Why does everyone seem to have, like, yellowish skin around here? It's the sickness it is, caused by the bad air. But with the smoke and all the factory smogs, it can get pretty hard to breathe easily around here. Shrugs. Some days it's not good to be out when the smogs linger too long. It can scald your eyes right out of the skull, so it's said. Can something be done about it? I don't know. At times wind comes from the spire and blow the city clear of smog, but that's not as often as would be liked. He blinks and then shrugs. Ladies will, I guess. Don't make much sense, but then little does if you look at it long enough. Anything worth seeing around here? Not much to see. Great Foundry is impressive, though. You might check that out. Home of the Believers, you know. He stops to think. Most of the more amazing sights are in some of the upper wards. Might be better to look around there. I hear there's a brothel there, in the fest hall, and some other places that are more interesting. I don't know for sure. I've been here all my life. Tell me about the Foundry. Center of the ward, pretty much. Impressive structure, to be sure. Can't miss it. Just head north and you'll know by the big gates. He marks it on your map. Thank you. Tell me about the Believers. They got a bunch of names. Believers, Godsmen, Believer of the Source. We mostly just call them Godsmen. They have their kip in the Great Foundry, and they seem to get by pretty well. They're a pleasant bunch. They believe that everyone can be great as the powers even, if you strive to reach it. It might mean you have to start life over a bunch of times, but you'll eventually get there after a time. So they're another faction here. What faction are you? He smiles. Oh, me and Mida are in-depths. We're a faction that's not really a faction. We're a faction that believes that people are free to do as they will. We're a pretty loose bunch, and we don't take too kindly to making or obeying other factions. What's the purpose of all these factions? He glances at you. Factions are thems that govern most of Sigil and the day-to-day business. There's a bunch. There's the dead, the dustmen. There's the dead, the dustmen that take care of all the dead bodies on the streets. Then there's the governors that make the laws, and the sensates. There's a number of factions here in the lower ward. All right, here in the lower ward, we mostly deal with the believers, the Godsmen. He nods in the distance. They have their kip in the Great Foundry, and they're a pleasant enough bunch. What can you tell me about these other factions? He shrugs. Nothing really. Never cared being an indep and all. The faction houses have plenty of people who will give you the chant. Go ask them. See a pretty young woman wearing simple clothes. She wanders about the market and examines everything, but does not make any purchases. You notice that people seem to be avoiding her, but try not to make it obvious. She flashes you a warm smile as you approach. Greetings. Her smile broadens.
Hello, I'm Karina. It's a pleasure to meet you, Cutter.
She continues to smile and waits for your response. I have some questions. She nods her head.
All right, well, what do you want to know?
I'm looking for someone named Lothar or Master of Bones. She frowns.
Lothar. I don't know anyone named Lothar. I can't recall ever hearing that name either.
She gives you a concerned look.
Did you say Master of Bones? That sounds ominous, doesn't it? Why would anyone want to be known by that name?
Frighten people, I guess. She looks lost in thought as she taps her chin with a finger. Finally, she nods her head.
Yes, I think you're right. It gives me the chills just thinking about it. Master of the Bones is a rather scary title. I don't think I'd mess with anyone who had a title like that.
Think some more. I have some questions. Okay. Bye. See a large blustery merchant. Looks to be totally hairless. His pale yellow skin is scarred as if from burns. He looks at you intently as you approach. Greetings. Smiles at you. Greetings. I'm Cinder. Heard about you. You be the scared, clueless fella that be going around the wards asking questions. What can I be helping you with? I have some questions. Be pleased to answer your questions. Narrows his eyes and gives you a sly smile. About the shop and the wares you see here, that is. I'm not no tout, I'm not. I'm looking for someone named Lothar. Frowns a bit. Lothar, master of the... Hey, can't say rings a bell. Magic items? Gestures across the market. If you want an Alec, then. He sets up his kip in the far end, over by the furnace. Wells? I think I can help you. Let me show you my wares. Knock? Does this work how it does in 5e? Oh, it does! Scroll of Cone of Cold. Cone of Cold is one of my favorite spells as well. That is also a level 5 wizard spell, so I don't know if I have... I don't know if he can cast it. Scroll of Tasha's Unbearable Derisive Laughter. What a weird ass spell. Okay, I'm gonna grab a Scroll of Knock. Bulgarian, I'm doing all right. How are you?
Gone.
See a tall man in plate armor. The armor is of unusual construction, with spikes flaring from the shoulders, elbows, and forearms. He nods at your approach, but then his eyes wander about the market. Good day, citizen. I'm Guard Corvus. Greetings. How may I help you, citizen? Gives you a friendly look, but glances over your shoulder. I have some questions. I'm looking for someone named Lothar or Master of Bones. Turns his gaze on you and frowns. I would counsel you against disturbing Lothar, citizen. I doubt you really want to find him. Why?
Updated my journal.
He frowns as he looks off into the distance. I'm a realist, citizen, as well as a harmonium officer. As a realist, I know that there are those who are above the law. It's a fact of life. He pauses. Go on. Some people don't fear the law because of their connections to people in the city. Others due to their sheer power and the fear they instill in the people. Lothar is a power to be reckoned with, citizen. He is untouchable, if you understand my meaning. I still need to find
my
him.
Journal.
He sighs as he looks about the market. Very well, citizen. His kip is somewhere south of here in a wrecked house. Good luck with you. Do you know someone named Byron Pickett? Frowns and nods his head. Yes, I'm familiar with Byron. What can you tell me about him? Gives you a stern look. Anything that I know about that individual is harmonium business, citizen. I cannot discuss such matters with strangers. Perhaps after I get to know you better. Try to see what he's looking at. Glance over your shoulder and notice a young lady wandering around the market. Corvus seems to have his eyes locked on her. You seem preoccupied. What are you looking at? He snaps his attention back to you. I beg your pardon, citizen. Please excuse me. His eyes wander back to the young woman, and his voice fades to almost a whisper. She is the voice of an angel, and she's such a pretty young thing. He sighs. Why don't you go talk to her? You seem infatuated with her.
Updated my journal.
An uncomfortable silence fills the air. Finally, he turns his attention back to you. I just couldn't. I mean, a woman like that, well, she must be. He sighs and pauses for a moment. Anything else I can help you with? Tell me. Okay. We'll go talk to her. Where's she at? There she is. Has some questions. Is she not the one that he was looking at?
All right.
Shelf of Skulls. Thank the powers you're here, Chief. Get me out of here. What are you doing up there? Those were-rat vermin nicked me and brought me here. Come on, boss. You gotta get out of here. This place is bad news. Why don't you just float down? I can't. I've tried. Come on, get me down before... Flash of light and smoke blinds you for a moment, and a withered old man stands before you. Have we visitors, Skull? Oh no. Morte whispers furiously to you. Do not offend this blood boss. I'll deadbook you faster than you can spit. The old man ignores Morte. Greetings, traveler. Who might you be to enter Lothar's humble salon without invitation? My pardon, sir, but you seem to have something that belongs to me. Yes. What might that be? My friend Morte wound up on your shelf. You want the chattering skull with half the grace and manners of any ordinary creature. Give me a greater skull in return if you wish it back, Lothar replies. I do not need to bargain for something that is already mine. Where can I find a greater skull? Move aside the divan in the center of the room and pass through the portal on the eastern wall in the chambers below the catacombs. Portal will remain active for your return. The catacombs, many skulls. One of great value lies within the interred crypts of the Dustmen, beyond the drowned nations. Bring that skull to me, as my were-rat minions have failed to do, and I will see to it your friend is returned to you. Perhaps I shall even answer some questions for you. I've been to the tomb you speak of. It's empty.
Updated my journal.
Holy shit. What is the meaning of this? The tomb was so well trapped, so well defended from scrying magics that it was a challenge for even me. There must be some explanation for this, and... He draws out his words angrily and slowly. You will provide it to me. Go through the portal in the chambers below and seek the answer. It was my own tomb. Your tomb? Your tomb? He eyes you carefully. Thank you for the magic stinger. We shall investigate this more carefully. Fetch me another skull then, as you seem attached to yours. And we shall see what answers I can provide. Our agreement shall be as before. Not try to deceive me with just any bone either. Something of a connoisseur. Return when you have something of value to me.
Updated
Very
my
well.
journal.
Tricks?
I'm gone.
Didn't give me any extra points to spend. See a half-man, half-rat hybrid. Its eyes gleam with a certain cunning, and the voice that issues from its mouth is oily and insinuating. So, a biped comes slinking into the nest of Lothar's servants. What do you want, man? And where do you intend to go? Step lightly, intruder, and speak the truth to Mantok. I'm on a quest for Lothar. I'm looking to retrieve a skull. The right man ducks his head at the mention of Lothar and hisses at you. Send a hairless one to do the job of the kin? Impossible. Nonetheless, Mantok hisses at you again. Be gone, and then return when the skull is in your hands. Pauses and looks at you suspiciously. Have you a skull yet? Not yet, but I'll be back with it. I don't think I have a skull in my inventory. No. Your earbuds just died. Oof.
I'm gone.
I'm still in awe at the fact that that dialogue option just gave me 30,000 EXP. Oh.
Things true.
I'm gone.
You know, this is actually a little bit convenient because I can actually make a stop by the,
All right.
Had to check and see if I didn't have a skull. Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna give him like his pick of skulls. I'm gonna grab a whole bunch of them.
Ready.
Okay. We actually have a rogue now.
I spotted a trap.
I'm gone.
I'm here. Might as well.
Yeah, cool. Why would you step on the trap that you just detected?
I spotted a trap. Hey, I spotted a trap.
I will hear you. Your will be done.
No.
All right. I'm gone.
You dumb fucks.
Done.
Body's been horribly mangled. It looks like it's been burned, stabbed, sliced, bludgeoned, and forced through a grate. Two halves lying in a crusted pool of old blood. The voice that emerges from it, that was practically jovial. There's a tinge of maddened glee to it. Aye, Burke. What do you want? Answers to some questions. Mayhap I'll tell, mayhap I won't. Who are you? Loden, eh? Me and Bert. Sometimes Gris. Though he were nothing but a bossy piker. And he was with us the last time. We was kings of the catacombs. Don't know where Bert is. Probably dead. What happened to you? Made a wrong turn when I was running away from where we dumped Gris. Bolted in here, and before I realized my mistake, got diced up and sliced 20 ways to peek. Got my pieces shoved down the grate, and now, not even the Dusties will pay for this lot. Lets out a wet chuckle that smells like swamp gas. Yeah. What happened to Gris? Story of its own. Mostly my idea it was. Came off all right at first. Bert didn't have no clue what I was doing. Did some looking around, got where a ghoul had made its home, and thought we'd take old Gris down there. Turns out that ghoul would make more ghouls and nearly had us. Shoved Gris inside and took off like the lady herself was after us. Betting Gris is dead. Probably. How did you die? I already... irony. Tell me about the catacombs. Weeping stone is what we calls them on account of the water often from the ceiling and crying faces on the walls. Plenty of crypts down here, and plenty more we've plundered. More's the pity we fell afoul of them. But it was bound to happen. Knew this place like the back of my hand, but it's going all dark on me now. Nothing, farewell.
All right.
Oh, that's cool. It does not stop them from walking directly into them. Anna.
Done.
Wrong way.
Done.
Now get the fuck out.
Done.
What the fuck was that music sting? I don't know that we ever came in here. Coffins appear to be in near perfect condition.
I'm gone.
I forget, are ghouls in the family of D&D monsters that can only be damaged by magic weapons? I genuinely don't remember. Wow, those ghouls are worth a lot of EXP. Time to collect enough skulls to be able to start a bowling alley. Yeah, real.
Damn. All right.
Man, that actually took a pretty big chunk out of me. This is the corpse of a man with a surprised look on his beak-nosed face. It's hard to tell how he died, whether from the numerous horrific slashing wounds across his abdomen and throat, or from blood loss incurred when his right arm was nearly severed from its shoulder. As the corpse replies to you, its voice rattles in its throat. No, beast, must run. Why do I feel so numb? Am I drunk? And I I feel me hands, me legs? What? Last thing I remember is being pushed in here. Boys being slashed by some big pikin thing. Oh, this is Gris. Okay. Who are you? Eh? Who in the nine hells are you? Show yourself. Ah, by the hairy arse of Pan himself. I'm dead, ain't I? Right, so, can you answer some questions? Always knew it'd come down to this. Tell me, Cutter, am I still in the catacombs? Yes. Corpse's voice is bitter. Figures it does. Do them a good turn and they'll do nothing for you. Just wanted to ask some questions. Corpse lets loose a gutsy sigh. What do you want to know, Burke? What happened to you? We and me boys just popped this crypt. It was harder than picking a chastity belt, I'm telling you. That's the second time that somebody's likened the difficulty of picking a lock to picking the lock on a chastity belt. I think Morte made a comment about it as well. After tearing and prying at the door for a little past eternity, I got here. We were looking at it, opening the main crypt when my blood starts shouting and this thing slashes me and dumps me in this crypt. Fighting it, and I hear them start running. Me bloods. What happened to him, eh? Where be Bert? Odin? They make it, or are they in the dead book? They're dead. Aye, good. They'd think they got away clean with me left down here for dead. Had some other questions. What can you tell me about the catacombs? These are my stomping grounds. Lots of ripe crypts down here. You're untouched by anyone in it. Over a lot of years by my reckoning. Me and the boys have cracked a lot of crypts down here. We just got in this one when the problem happened. What happened? We already read that. They're dead. Tell me about yourself. Gris the Vulture. They called me that on account of being able to smell out crypts and snatch the best loot for anyone knew it was there. But most of the time picking out dead bodies. Anna nudges the corpse with her toe and turns to you.
You know why they called him Gris the Vulture, don't you? It's because the idiot's got such a large beak on him. His nose is always walking a few feet ahead of him.
Gris, eh? I'll let the other villagers know he's dead. Well, I'm friggin' dead, it looks like. Give him my worst regards, then. Blighters are probably already picking through my stash and scrounging my corpse. Stash? I had a little bit tucked away near me kip. A little bit that wheezing, crusty blighter ferret didn't know nothing about. It's to the right of that... I'm not reading that word. Ojo's place, if I remember correctly. Nothing, farewell.
I'm gone.
Banned.
I'm gone.
Where's the man? I want to rest. I want to take EP time. Where is he? Where is the man that enables me EP time? He up here? Hey, we rest here. I'm gonna bring Soego's skull with us as well, or Sogeo, however his name is pronounced. So ego. You know what? Before we go too deep dungeon delving, I do actually want to go back and check if any of these skulls that we've got count. Man, could you imagine like a Planescape game made like Baldur's Gate 3? That would be so fucking hard to develop, but like, God, it would be really cool. Also, interesting thing that I found out. Apparently, the whole negative material plane thing from a few streams ago, apparently the negative material plane, was turned into the Shadowfell. You've returned, I see. Returned, I see. And you have a skull for me? I have a human skull. Lothar holds up the skull and examines it carefully. Ah, this is worth nothing. It can tell me nothing. I require a skull of value. If I'm to waste my time with you, be gone. Okay. I have the skull of Soego, the Were-Rat Dustman missionary. Lothar takes the head of Soego from you and examines it carefully, checking the teeth. A Dustman missionary and spy, eh? This will be satisfactory. Nice. Also, real quick, I'm gonna hit you with a quick BRB. I will be back shortly. Okay, sorry about that. Hey, look, the hat's still tiny. Lothar takes the head of Soego from you and examines it carefully, checking the teeth. Dustman, missionary, and spy, eh? This will be satisfactory. His fingers twist through an arcane gesture. Your friend will be waiting for you above ground, where you came in. Have your answers from me. I have many questions. Keep it quick, Scarred One. I cannot tarry all day. Why am I immortal?
Updated my journal.
Your mortality, your soul, if you will, that which allows you to live and die, is gone from you. Stripped away from you by magical means, by the night hag Ravel Puzzlewell. Your mortality is the key to your existence. When you find it, you'll find your answers. Tell me about this Ravel. Ravel Puzzlewell is an enigma, even among the night hags. Some would call her balmy. Others say she plays a deeper game than any can see through. She's evil through and through, making the fiends you'll see in the area seem positively divine. When compared to her, she's out of the reach of men now. Thank the powers, for she was mazed by the Lady of Pain. Mazed? How do I find her? Mazes are like pocket dimensions, small places between places. For each one you need to find a portal and a key. I do not know where the door or key are. Perhaps you should seek out some of your old acquaintances. Certainly left a trail of them behind. They will find you, no doubt. Pray they mean you well. Perhaps you should visit the Civic Fest Hall. They have many answers there. What did Ravel do?
Updated my journal.
She was a maker of toys and puzzles, a solver of problems that didn't need solving. She decided that Sigil, the cage, was the largest puzzle box of all. Set herself to undo it. Let the armies of fiends at her disposal, no doubt. To let in the armies of fiends at her disposal. No doubt to upset the balance of the city and turn the entire burg into a charnel house. Pray to any power you hold dear with thanks that she did not succeed. Have to type with your computer on its side. Oof. I'll find her and force her to return my mortality. Farewell.
You know, I've learned some new tricks.
Man, she's just getting levels left and right, isn't she? You again? What do you want from old Lothar now? I've given you your skill friend and your answers. I warn you, I haven't got all day to attend to you. His gaze falls on you with the force of a sledgehammer. I'd like some more questions answered. Keep it quick. Why have I lost my memory? It is a side effect of losing your mortality. Lost my mortality. Ooh. My thanks. Wish to avail myself of your healing prowess.
All right.
Balance in all things.
I'm gone.
Also have to dino claw the keyboard. Oof. Hey, I got an achievement for that.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
What do you know about the Night Hag Ravel? Well, she's a night hag. She was definitely barmy enough to make you immortal, of all people. I mean, she could have chosen me. Morte rolls his eyes. Still, anyone addled enough to lock blades with a Lady of Pain isn't someone we really want to find. How did you die, Morte? No idea, Chief. Just kind of forgot when I died. Can't say I blame myself much. At least there was someone waiting for me after I died. Even if it is life as a floating skull. I mean, it could have been worse. What happened to your body? I don't know, alright? It's just gone. Morte glares at you. I don't think I miss it, because I'm happy just the way I am, and I don't need your half-wit judgments or snide remarks, alright? Whatever, come on, shake a leg. Morte glares at you. I'm not convinced you aren't some sort of walking curse that's destined to follow me around. Look who's talking, let's go. Oh wait, I gotta spend thief points. Can I rearrange my party?
All right.
Apparently not. Lenny. You see a feral-looking young man in shoddy clothes. His eyes dart about as he scans his surroundings. He notices your approach and begins eyeing you warily. Greetings. He looks you up and down, then glances about. Returning his attention to you, he gives you a wicked grin. You'd best have a good reason for disturbing Lenny, Burke. Some questions? He laughs at you. I ain't no tout. You got questions, go find one. His smile broadens. Best push off before I have to bleed you. Just need to ask you a few questions. He stops smiling and frowns at you. No, I don't answer questions, Burke. I told you to go find a tout, now get. Fine. Quests. I don't need the decanter of endless water text currently. See a sickly Githzerai woman. She is hunched and bent, and her constant coughing is obviously a source of pain to her. She holds a handkerchief that's practically soaking with blood, tissue, and phlegm to her face. She spies you and hisses. Greetings. She stares at you and speaks a few mumbled words to Dakan. Dakan glances at you and says, she cannot understand your speech. She says she's dying. What's she dying of? Her name is Anazi? She says she used to work in a meat curing house until half a month ago when the illness became too much for her to bear. She was abandoned, evicted from her home, and left for dead. Speech pains her, and her illness has crippled much of her mind. She says there's nothing she can give you of value. And? Know that she will not recover. I can put her out of her misery, that is all. As a Zerth of the people, it is my responsibility to provide an alternative. Then be merciful, Dakan. Dakan draws his blade and waits for the woman to prepare herself. He touches the unbroken circle of Zerthamon he wears for a moment, and her face is stoic. His blade is a blur, and when he's completed the stroke, she lies bleeding on the hard stone of Sigil streets. Well struck, Dakan. Let's go.
Updated my journal. Teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
Man, we're just getting levels back to back to back to back. I know we just, like, killed a person, but still. See a boisterous auctioneer. He's very animated and does a lot of shouting, yelling, and stomping. He seems to have a tendency toward melodrama and makes a lot of strange facial expressions as he waves his arms. Greetings. He glances at you and motions to the crowd that he's taking a break. Well, 1,000 greetings do I bestow upon you, sir. He does a double take when he notices your scars. No, I take one look at you with my discerning eye, and I see a man on the market for some healing charms. You have charms? Gives you a shocked look and gestures grandly at himself. Do I, Darren, have any charms? Pauses for effect. No, sir, I do not. However, don't let that fact discourage you. I have plenty of other items for sale. Points to the rear of the auction block where a group of people stands in chains. You sell slaves? I'm going to kill this man if he sells slaves. Yeah. Shakes his head. No, sir. These are indentured servants, not slaves. For the most part, they're guilty of minor crimes. Proceeds from their sale go toward paying their debt to the city. After their term of servitude, they'll be free citizens once again. Still sounds like slavery to me. He gives you a bright smile. I don't concern myself with such thoughts. My task is to sell their contracts as given by the courts of Sigil. He lowers his voice as he leans in closer. And collect a percentage from my efforts, you understand. You said they were guilty of crimes. What crimes did they commit? He shrugs his shoulders in an exaggerated way. I don't know for certain, but I would guess theft, assault, or not being able to pay their debts. Those are the most common transgressions. Questions for you? Who are you? Darren's the name, friend. Can it be you've not heard of me? I'm wounded, verily I am. He smiles wider at the feigned wound. No one finer or more well known for bringing people who want people a little closer together. Ugh. Points to the rear of the auction block. No thanks.
Hey, come on. Hey.
And none of the Harmonium officers gave a single fuck. Good.
Give me that little girl. 150 for the redhead. That one there. I've got him. He's mine.
See a young woman who's trying to get your attention. She's wearing shoddy clothes, but her demeanor is one of elegance, unlike that of the people who surround her. Upon closer inspection, you notice that her skin is clean and smooth, lacking the yellow tint of the inhabitants of this ward. She notices your approach and smiles at you. Greetings.
I thank the powers that you noticed me. I'm in need of the services of a mercenary.
She pauses and examines you more carefully.
If appearances are any indication, you would seem to be such an individual.
What exactly is it you want of me? She nods to you.
The heart of the matter is that I'm to be sold into slavery for a crime I did not commit. I'm in need of a champion, someone who will help me prove my innocence and free me from this fate.
She pauses and looks at you expectantly. Tell me what's going on. She thinks for a moment.
And this is long in the telling, Cutter. Please bear with me.
Go on. She sighs as she begins her tale.
My husband died recently and left me his business. I'm not business oriented, so I decided to sell. Not long afterward, I was contacted by a lender saying a loan on the business had not yet been paid.
She pauses to gather her thoughts. Go on.
I examined all the documents my husband kept and found that there had indeed been a loan taken, but it had just recently been paid in full. I explained this to the leader, and a few days later he asked for a copy of the document. It was nowhere to be found.
Ah, okay. Go on.
Well, when I could not prove the loan was paid, the lender took me before the court. My monies were taken and applied to the balance owed. Since it did not pay off the loan, I'm to be sold on the block to try and recover the remaining amount due.
She gives you a forlorn look. Why sell you into slavery? She shrugs.
It serves many purposes. First, it keeps the prisons relatively clear of all but the vilest criminals. Second, the sale of the convicted is used to pay for any damages, costs, or fees involved in the case. Finally, the convicted serves a sentence from which they're eventually released, supposedly as better citizens.
It's all fascinating, but I don't see how I can help you.
I need someone to find the missing document, the one that proves the loan was paid. Or you could purchase my contract. I could pay you back.
Gives you a pleading look.
I can't spend the next 5 years of my life in this ward, Cutter. It'll kill me. Surely you've noticed the illness shared by all who live here.
Yes, the yellow skin and coughing. She nods her head.
Yes, Cutter, please. Can you find it in your heart to help me?
She looks at you nervously. Yes, I'll help you. I have some
Updated my
questions, though.
journal.
What's the lender's name?
I know his name well, Cutter. After all I've been through, I'll not likely forget it.
She gets a faraway look and then shudders for a moment.
Byron Pickett is his name.
She pauses for a moment.
And his associate may be someone named Lenny.
Is this Lenny? She thinks for a moment.
There was a small, fair-looking man who came to court a few times. He'd sit behind Pickett and whisper to him occasionally.
Pauses and looks lost in thought. Go on. He frowns.
I remember him because he always seemed to be uncomfortable in his clothes. He would pick at them as if they were new, as if he were not used to wearing them.
He pauses again.
On one such occasion, Pickett told him to sit still and stop fidgeting. He called him Lenny.
Okay. Who do I talk to about your contract? That would be Darren the auctioneer. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and reload that quick save that I made before I killed him. Greetings. What exactly is it you want? Tell me what's going on. Go on, go on, go on. Well, fascinating. Yep, the yellow skin and coughing. I'll help you. I do have some questions,
my
though.
Journal.
Lender's name. Who's Lenny? Where can I find Lenny? Where can I find Byron? She thinks for a moment.
I think it can be found in or around the open-air market. Forgive me, but I'm not certain.
Could you have misplaced the loan agreement? She shakes her head.
And no, Cutter. I'm a very meticulous person. I kept the document in a lockbox in my husband's study. It never left that room.
Think the loan document could have been stolen? She shrugs.
I don't know. Why would anyone steal that yet leave other valuables be? It makes little sense to me.
Maybe the lender stole the document so that you'd pay for the loan twice? She looks at you in shock.
That is a terrible thought.
She hesitates, but then begins to tap her chin with a finger as she thinks.
But also the most ingenious one, Cutter. This Byron Pickett does strike me as a knight of the post.
Oh, great. The Knights of the Post. A what? She gives you a quizzical look.
A thief or a cheat, Cutter. Such are called Knights of the Post, or of the cross trade.
Explain any of this to the courts. She nods her head.
Oh, yes, Cutter. I've explained my situation to many. You're the first to be willing to help me.
She smiles warmly at you. I must be going now. Farewell. Want to ask you about Trist. Frowns for a moment, then shrugs. Very well, sir. What about Trist? Can I buy her contract? He frowns. Certainly, sir. If you meet the requirements as governed by the courts of Sigil and can afford the contract. He smiles at you. What are the requirements? He begins to count off points on the fingers of one hand. First, you must be a citizen of Sigil. Second, you must show proof of permanent residence here and that you can provide accommodations and support for the servant. Lastly, you cannot have a criminal record yourself. I see. How much is her contract? He gives you a broad smile, gestures at the nearby crowd. Start the bidding at 500 copper, sir. What if I want to purchase her contract outright? He gives you a look of mock sadness and shakes his head. It's to be auctioned off to the highest bidder, sir. That's the law. Okay, let's go talk to Lenny. Let's go beat Lenny to death with hammers. Chat, we're gonna kill this guy with hammers. Lenny! You see Lenny. He gives you a mock smile at your approach. Well, hello again, Burke. To what do I owe this pleasure? I have some questions. He laughs at you. I ain't no tout. If you got questions, go find one. Smile broadens. You'd best push off before I have to bleed you. What if I told you Byron Pickett sent me? He stops smiling and examines you for a while. His eyes linger on your scars and he swallows slightly. After a moment, a frown settles on his face and he appears to be nervous. Pickett sent you? Why? He said you could answer some questions. He frowns. What questions? You notice he looks rather tense. I want to ask you about the papers you stole from Trist. Hi, Sachi. He swallows hard and stares at you. You notice his muscles tense, and it looks like he's ready to run. Puts one hand on his hip in a nonchalant manner, but you can tell he's wound tight as a spring. I don't know what you're talking about, Burke. You best be off. You know what I'm talking about, Lenny. Byron had you steal some papers from Trist. I'm here to collect them. Love when the truth and bluff options are the same text. I actually do genuinely really like that, even outside of like meme potential. I like that it gives you the option of like being genuine in your threats versus having like making hollow threats. Swallows hard, and the corner of one eye starts to twitch. He glances at the scars that cover your body, then tries to meet your gaze, but cannot. Collect them. I destroyed the papers after I nicked them, just like Byron told me to. Finally meets your gaze. Really? And why are you so nervous, Lenny? Let me guess. Byron thinks you destroyed the papers, but maybe you didn't. Maybe you kept them. A little blackmail material, perhaps. He stares at you for just a moment, then suddenly turns to run. I'll grab him. Hell yeah, kill him with hammers. I mean, yeah, he did steal a like document proving that a woman paid off a debt so that she would get sold into slavery. So yeah, kill this man with hammers. Are we with the mob? We're pretending to be with the mob, but we're doing good. Just as he starts to run, you leap forward to grab him. He deftly steps out of your reach and begins to sidestep you. Seeing your quarry about to escape, you make another more desperate lunge at him. You fail to grab him, but you do manage to bump into him hard, knocking him off balance. Your efforts foil his escape. All right, I didn't destroy him. I'll give them to you. Just let me go. Hand him over, Lenny. He sighs. I don't have him with me. You frown at him and see fear grow on his face. I swear it, I don't have him. I put him in storage. Continues to stare at you, breathing hard. Then let's go get them. He shakes his head sadly. We can't. They're in a warehouse and they're not open for business right now. Rumor has it that there's some sort of management change going on, but I don't know if that's true. In any case, I can't get the papers. He looks at you sheepishly. We're with the lawful good mafia. We're not lawful, we're neutral good currently. I always I feel like chaotic good or chaotic neutral is like where my chaotic good is probably roughly where my IRL morality would lie. I'll look into this and get the papers myself then. He shrugs. Fine. Guess that snake Pickett wins again. He looks at you defiantly. Actually, Trist wins this one, Lenny. He frowns. What do you mean? I'm not working for Pickett, Lenny. He stares at you in disbelief. You serious? I thought, but you said... He watches you closely for a moment and then laughs. You gave me the peel so I'd spill the chant to you. He shakes his head and looks at you with respect. Good job, Cutter. Let's go get the papers, Lenny. Shakes his head sadly. We can't... He smiles at you. Go to the warehouse and tell the clerk I'm here for a loan. I'll give you Trist's papers. If you then tell him I gave Pickett the laugh, he'll give you a bonus. What bonus? We found a secret dialogue tree. He laughs. Evidence, Cutter. We'll take Pickett off the streets for a long, long time if you give it to the right person. Thinks for a moment. If there's someone in the Harmonium you think you can trust, give it to them. All right, farewell.
Updated my journal.
Yay, secret. Updated my journal. Also, Sachi, what do you think about it being daylight savings and now I stream an hour earlier for you? Or 2 hours earlier for you, right? Because daylight savings works in opposite directions. don't think it's hit daylight savings here yet, or daylight lossings. It's hit it here.
Done.
Time change down there is first Sunday in April, you think? I don't know. I know that there's like with regards to like streams and stuff, Sin's stream starts 2 hours later than mine when daylight savings is in full effect.
I'm gone.
Vault of the Ninth World. Welcome to the Vaults of the Ninth World. How may I serve you on this fine day, Sigillian? What is this place? The Vaults of the Ninth World is pleased to serve as a warehouse for the lower ward and all the sentience of Sigil. Our motto is, when one world just isn't big enough. We provide storage space for those that have little to spare. Our prices are competitive, our service exemplary, and our courtesy to customers is known throughout the plains. What are you? I'm the voice of the Vault of the Ninth World. I'm here to serve you, the customer. Instruct me in what you desire. I'd like to claim something. I was looking for a large bag of coins. And what was it you're looking for exactly? I was told to tell you that I gave Pickett the laugh. I certainly hope so, sir, whatever that means. I'm just a big dumb rockhead. Here are your papers, sir, and here. Thank you. What can I do for you? Why is this place called the Vault of the Ninth World? Frankly, I have no idea. I think the owners thought that it would be a clever name or something. This place really as big as a world? No, it's just a marketing exaggeration. There's a lot of space here, but not that much. Oh, farewell. Farewell. We at the Vault of the Ninth World value your business. Please return. Okay, what documents did we get? Scroll of Evidence. This is a scroll listing the criminal activities of Byron Pickett. This document shows that Trist's loan from Byron Pickett was paid in full. Awesome.
All right.
I want to ask you about Trist. I have proof she's innocent of any crime. He smiles broadly, then laughs. Very well, show me this evidence. He opens the document and quickly scans its contents. After a moment, he sighs, then folds the document and puts it inside his shirt. It seems the courts owe Lady Trist an apology, sir. From this moment, she is free, and I'll make all the arrangements to have her status and property returned to her. Thank you, Darren.
Updated my journal.
No, thank you. It's a rare individual who will do what you have done. He bows to you. Excuse me, I must speak with Lady Trist. Farewell. Begins walking toward Lady Trist.
You're talking about 100, he's not worth 50. You there, bid on the slave. Let's hear it.
Trist smiles at you warmly.
You're my savior, Cutter. I'll forever be in your debt.
I was happy to help you, Trist.
Thank you, Cutter.
She glances around and then pauses to think for a moment.
You've saved me from certain death, Cutter. A slow, painful death.
She frowns as she thinks.
Please wait here. I shall return shortly.
She turns and walks away. All right, Trist. You see Trist approaching. She smiles and waves at you.
Hello again, Cutter. Thank you for waiting.
She looks about for a moment, then removes a purse from the folds of her dress.
With the document you provided, the courts will restore my status and finances. This isn't much, but it's a well-deserved reward for what you've done.
He hands you a purse. Thank you, Trist.
No, I thank you. Farewell, Cutter.
Farewell. Why?
I'll take the short one there. 75. 85. I'll take the fat one over there. 120. Give me that little girl.
Deserved, yeah.
Come on, we got a special on slaves. Use them for whatever you will. They're right over here. Step right up.
Printing shop. Scofflaw pen. You see a thin, stooped man hunched over a desk, scribbling onto a piece of paper. His hair is thinning and drab, drawn back into a ponytail, and thin spectacles adorn his hooked nose. His age could be anywhere from his early 20s to his late 40s. He doesn't look up as he speaks to you. What do you want? Make it quick. Hi, Yara. I hope you're doing good. What do you do here? He looks sharply at you, ceasing the skirching of his pen. Are you entirely dim? It's a printing shop. I print things here. Look around you. I print. What do you print? Books, pamphlets, handbills, works, or words, letters, whatever. He amends. I don't do racy prints, and I won't fulfill any perversions you might want, nor do I care to ask. You're a pirate, you're doing evil. I hope that you're doing well and evil. Both at the same time. I had a few questions. Have to do with work? Well, no. You're wasting your time and mine. Good day. Turns down to look at his desk. Okay. Well, if it isn't the Devourer of Time himself, do you actually want something this time? No.
I'm gone.
Oh, here's Grosuk. You see a reptilian creature with a snake-like body, 4 clawed feet, leathery wings, and a draconian head. The scales covering its body are a vile shade of green. The creature stands upright on its hind legs, balancing with its prehensile tail. As you approach, its eyes narrow to slits and it begins to hiss. Greetings. The air around the creature begins to radiate heat and its scales take on a pale sheen. It gives you a hungry look as it appears ready to strike. Suddenly it releases a flurry of hisses and relaxes its stance a bit.
Sss. Go. Rosuk no talk. Told wait. Sss.
It glares at you and its tail lashes back and forth. Sebastian sent me. The creature relaxes quite a bit and the air grows cooler. It holds out a clawed hand to you.
Sss. Give Grosuk information.
He looks at you expectantly. What information? It's hard to read the facial expressions on a reptile, but you're certain that Grosuk is rather annoyed with you. Its tail begins to lash furiously, and the air grows warm again.
No question. Give Grosuk information or die. Grosuk then take information from body.
Need to know which piece of information is for you? I run errands intended for several people. You understand. He glares at you for a moment. while he thinks. Finally, he gestures to a nearby tower.
Siege tower. How get inside? Sebastian say he divine way.
Grosick takes a step toward you and holds out his hand.
Now give.
Oh, that information. I'm sorry. Sebastian wanted to deliver that one to you in person. He'll be back. He'll be along soon.
Updated my journal.
The air around Grosick begins to radiate heat, and his scales take on a pale sheen. He gives you a hungry look. He gives you a hungry look and appears ready to strike. He opens his mouth to reveal several rows of razor-sharp teeth.
No. Grosick think you lie. Give information now. Grosick kill quick, not slow. Not give, Grosick take time. Move your insides. Let you watch.
Fine. Sebastian sent me to kill you anyway. He just crit me for 20 damage. Fuck you, game.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Whoa, magic missile be upon ye.
That was guys.
Whoa, second magic missile be upon ye.
It's not working on this thing. It's not working on this thing.
Done.
Why did it pause 4 times for the target being gone? Wow, killing an Abishai just gave me 8,000 DXP. Suddenly the game has gotten extremely generous with its money. Or not with money, with EXP, I mean. You know what I mean. Whoa, Erd Kaiser be upon ye. Sebastian smiles at your approach. Good day, Cutter. Have you completed your quest? Yes, and I've come for what's due me. One moment, please, Cutter. Sebastian reaches into his robe and removes a small crystal ball. He gazes into it for a moment before returning his attention to you. I cannot thank you enough, Cutter. I shall live up to my part of the bargain. Are you ready? Yes. It is done, Cutter. He just gave me charisma +2 permanently? Holy shit! It is done, Cutter. Once again, I thank you. Sebastian bows deeply to you. Thank you and farewell,
Updated
Sebastian.
my journal.
Train me in the art. He will train me to be a mage. What the fuck was that music sting? I have some questions. Do you know someone named Byron Pickett? Rounds and nods his head. Yes, I'm familiar with Byron. What can you tell me about him? I have some questions. Do you know Byron? I have evidence that proves he's involved in criminal acts here in Sigil. He looks at you with interest. Oh, may I see this evidence?
Updated my journal.
He examines the papers thoroughly, then folds them and puts them away. He nods to you and smiles. Excellent work, citizen. These documents are quite detailed in their content. I personally will see to it that Byron Pickett is taken before the courts. He salutes you, then turns to leave. I shall return shortly. All right? He soon returns and smiles at you. Deed is done. Pickett has been removed from the streets. The evidence has been presented to the courts, and soon he will stand trial. Gives you a slight bow. Once again, I thank you. My pleasure. I have some questions. Seem preoccupied. Why don't you go talk to her? Considering my stats, mage actually might be good for me. Yeah, but like... Man, there really just isn't any entrance into that area, is there? The coffin maker. Something Resident Evil scientists who write down how they burnt all the crimes they listed in this document they left on their desk. See a rugged-looking, square-jawed man. He turns to you with a wide smile. "How are you, Cutter? Good day to you." "Good day indeed." He squints at you for a second, then juts his hand out to shake yours. "Greetings." "Hammers at your service, member of the Harmonium, and fashioner of fine coffins for the recently departed. I think I know you, do I not? Let me see if I can place it." Pauses to think a moment. "Up with names I was in the Harmonium. Let me tell you, knew everyone in the entire ward." My name is Adon." Snaps his fingers. "Of course, Adon. I knew I recognized you. Anyway, you require my services?" Studies you, then smiles, seeing the opportunity for a joke at your expense. "It seems to me, sir, that you're one in desperate need of a coffin, and soon." He seems pleased with his wit. Who's your friend here?" He glances at the customer. "Dimtree?" He shrugs, like he hadn't considered the fellow before. "Quiet, doesn't say much. Do you, Dimtree?" Dimtree doesn't respond, but simply gives the same blank expression. A few seconds later, he nods. Amherst shrugs, then turns back to you. "Wandered in one day a few weeks back. Been a regular ever since. Hasn't bought anything, but he doesn't cause any trouble, so I let him stay. Seems harmless enough, you see. When I was serving the Harmonium, part of our work was to take people under our wing, give them a little shelter from the chaos of the streets, get them spruced up." I see. I have some questions.
All right.
You see a tall, slender man with a glassy-eyed expression. He seems engrossed in some tale that the shopkeeper's relating. Occasionally, he nods his head, but makes no comments of his own. "Greetings." Man turns slightly at your greeting, just enough to acknowledge your presence. You notice that he's a little pale of complexion and rather gaunt-looking. He's giving you a blank stare. The shopkeeper doesn't seem to notice any of this and continues with a stream of useless prattle. "Are you all right?" The man continues to stare at you and slowly nods. You wait for any further response, but he says nothing, only stares. You're about to turn away in frustration when you think you notice a strange, musty odor about the man. "I'm gonna smell this man, chat." You lean in and sniff at the man, unsure of what you'll find. As you do, a musty odor fills your senses, an odor you recognize from your time in the mortuary. It's the smell of dead flesh preserved by magic. You're a zombie, aren't you? The creature continues to stare at you blankly. Slowly, as if with great effort, he begins to reply to you. Only, your speak with dead power makes him understandable. "Yes, I am Dimtree." "Why are you here, Dimtree?" Dimtree slowly glances at the shopkeeper and makes a feeble gesture toward him. Seeing this as a sign of interest, the shopkeeper redoubles his efforts in telling whatever tale he's relating to the poor creature. Dimtree looks at you again. "Amherst, he talks. Amherst never stops. Wanders town, annoys master, annoys everyone. Master create Dimtree. Tells Dimtree talk Amherst. Amherst stay in shop. Master happy, town happy," Dimtree said. Or Dimtree sad. Is there anything I can do to help you, Dimtree? Creature pauses, then resumes his slow speech with you. You can almost detect a pleading tone in his voice. "Yes, fine master, Sebastian. Ask him release me, please." Turns his attention to Hamrus momentarily.
Please.
Why don't I just put you out of your misery? Dimtree barely shakes his head at you.
No, Master of Hive. Must ask Master Sebastian, please.
He waits your answer. Sure, Dimtree, I'll see what I can do for you.
Updated my journal.
I almost sense a feeling of relief emanating from the zombie.
Dimtree, thank you, friend.
You know where Creature gives you a barely perceptible shrug of the shoulders.
Oh, nothing. Dimtree summoned by Master. Darkness, peace, rest, then Hamrus. Sorry. Help you, if could.
Do you know where I can find Sebastian? Creature pauses.
No. Remember voice. Give order, be here. Walking. Hamrus. Nothing more, sorry.
Done. I'm gone.
Hmm. This woman has a yellow cast to her skin and severe features. Tattoos cover her body and she wears a long blade at her side. Her eyes are like two small black pearls. As you approach her, they follow Dekan's movements. Before you reach her, Dekan breaks in.
I would have you hear me.
What is it, Dekan?
It's my will that we not speak to this woman.
Why not?
She is a Zerth. Our wills are crossed blades. We have no common ground.
Very well then, we won't.
You have my gratitude.
Think nothing of it. The man has rough, leathery skin with a pale yellow cast and gaunt features. His face is angular, his nose is small and highly placed. His ears taper to points. A tracery of tattoos and scars cover his body. He's dressed in strange, gaudy leathers that look more ornamental than combat ready. His eyes are like two small black stones, and they track you as you approach.
For the human seeking memories, he says flatly. I can help you.
Who and what are you?
I am Yamin. I am a Githyanki angler. My people are the undisputed masters of the astral plane. The gods go to die, and the memories of the dead float like leaves in a pool. My duty is in retrieving the memory cores of the dead and gleaning them for the information. I can locate your memories. You only have to pay the price.
Price would that be? Also, I'm surprised that we're actually encountering a Githyanki. I was wondering if Githyanki and Githzerai were introduced at different points, but I guess both of them are early enough that they're both in this game.
It's a matter of a mere few coins. Price is negotiable. I ask for 100, you'll determine the value of the memories I find and pay accordingly.
Okay, sounds good. What do I have to do?
I'm to bait my hook for your memories. I'll need a piece of the memories you currently possess. I also require a place of concentration and quiet. If you will follow me, you'll journey to one such place, and I'll make you whole once again. We go alone with no companions.
Wow. Did I quick save before this? Agreed, let's go. I'm just curious, like, if I have to stab this Githyanki person, like, you know.
Step right up. 150 for the redhead.
The Githyanki's mood has turned into something much more ugly than its previous arrogance. Now, human, drop your painted shield and tell us what you've said and done for the Githzerai dogs within Sigel's walls. Yep. Awesome. Yeah, exactly, Juggling Bird, exactly. Weren't we going to go look for my memories? The only way you shall travel the astral plane is in chains, human. One more chance to tell me what you've said and done for the Githzerai within Sigel's walls. I merely relieved a Githzerai woman's pain. You lie like a Githzerai dog, human. You're their quisling, their leech. We'll do you a favor by killing you. Let them kill you. Squad.
I hear your words. Your path is mine.
I just hit that man for 14 damage. Ow, they just hit me for 11.
I will hear you.
I wonder if I'm gonna get a Githyanki Silver Sword for this. That'd be cool.
What's up?
Skull Mob. Wait, Morte has that's basically just skeleton that's skeleton magic missile.
You got a face only a sledgehammer could love. And has.
I'm hurt.
Rock sings true. Tanja's Valley. Tanja's Valley.
I'm hurt.
I'm gonna have to buy more healing items. Yeah. You're not wrong, Sachi.
All right.
I want them all. How much for the bunch of them?
They didn't even have anything good on them. You got something to say, Mr. Harmonium?
I want the redhead.
Honestly, having like 2 attacks with the punch daggers is actually like really good. And it's really funny because I'm not even really spec'd for daggers either. Lothar, can you heal me? Oh, I could get some healing spell scrolls. Oh, wait, but these are priest spells. Shit, I don't have a priest.
Done. I'm gone.
Wait! We found a fast travel point? Chat. I do want to go back to the Alley of Lingering Sighs. Actually, I guess like going back to the hive down over here would be the best way to do it. Really? You really want to do this, friendo?
All right.
Okay, where was this? Find key and sneak out of tenement. Ran into a girl named Sybil in the tenement of thugs. Apparently she had become trapped inside the tenement by a gang of Zausects that is holding some sort of gathering in the room that contains an exit to the Alley of Lingering Sighs. She told me of another door to the room that may provide a means to slip past the thugs without a fight. I've agreed to find the key to this door, which is supposedly carried by one of the thugs on the upper floors of the tenement. Do I not already have this because I have the tenement key? Oh, here we go. Why did she not come out earlier?
I must say, Cutter, I'm impressed. I thought for sure those animals would chew you up good. Well, I guess I should thank you.
Pauses for a moment, then reaches into her pouch and pulls forth a small green gemstone.
Here. This one's on the dogs. See you around, Cutter.
Farewell, Sybil.
Updated my journal.
Huh, neat. I like how I've just been wearing the negative token the entire time. Wait, we have 3 tattoo slots? I know I can't equip this because we don't have we're not a thief. Okay, so I can fast travel from that one spot, but then I have to manually walk back to it.
All right.
Oh wait, the Alley of Lingering Sighs has changed. That's neat.
I'm gone.
Cool, nothing house.
Done.
I was like, wait, why is my map completely different? And it's because the whole area like collapsed because of the splitting that we caused. Lapidated structure seems to be on the verge of collapse. The planks the Dabus had hammered into place have been removed, restoring the hovel to its previous deteriorated state. Man, I haven't touched Slay the Spire in like so long. Why is the game just lying to me about where I can stand? All the Slay the Spire 2 streams have given you brainworms. Also, Sachi, I'm glad that you enjoyed the edited clip that I sent you. I think it turned out really well. Yes, thank you.
All right. I'm gone.
Diligence. This older, stern woman is clearly on her way somewhere, and she notices your approach. She studies you with a disapproving, tight-lipped frown. Greetings. The woman nods curtly, speaking in a tone cold as ice.
Yes, what is it? And watch your words, for I am Diligence, 4th Magistrate of the Ward.
You're who? Diligence simply stares at you, a faintly disgusted look upon her face. Is there something troubling about my experience?
I should most certainly think so. Should the Apparel Regulation Act be passed, people of your sort won't be permitted to trapeze around in such a manner, half naked and filthy as you are.
I had some questions. Diligent smirks.
I am no tout, sir, who entertains the questions of passerby for a handful of coins. Find someone else to answer your questions. I have important government business to attend to.
I didn't think you a tout, madam. Rather, you appeared most knowledgeable, and I was hoping you could aid me.
Just the same, sir. I have no time for your questions.
I apologize, madam, and thank you for the time you've given me. Farewell.
Oh, wait a moment. I can see by your manner that you're well educated, sir. Yet you appear to insist upon a lifestyle of wandering and senseless violence. Why not settle in Sigil? Become a contributing citizen rather than some bloody-handed nomad in its streets.
I'll consider it. Farewell.
I'm gone.
Mal Manor. This thin, sharp-faced man rushes towards you, calling for your attention. Sir, but a moment of your time. Were you perchance here to visit the tailor? What? Man breaks in. I ask, sir, because I seem to have, offended the man. I've commissioned the hot-blooded fool to make me a costume, but he's thrown me out of his shop and will not speak to me now. Ace Attorney ass name. Yeah, real. So what? The man suddenly balls his fists and shakes them at the sky. What have I done to deserve such treatment? Nothing, I say. I was a patron. It is his duty to serve me. That churlish buffoon. What did you want from me? Eh? Focuses on you again. Oh, yes, you. Could I beg of you to enter the place and fetch my costume for me, sir? I have a masquerade to go to, and I have not the time to commission another tailor. Yeah, I'll go get it now.
Journal.
Oh, most excellent, sir. 'Tis this very building right here. He points to the long, low structure just north of him. Thank you, sir. Farewell. Let me guess, the owner's gonna be like, I swear to God if that fuck sent you in here again.
Done.
Goncalves? This short, heavy-set, middle-aged man is wearing clothes that seem to be spun of glittering gold. In his hands, he holds a bolt of cloth strung taut against a wooden frame. He's currently embroidering some patterns into the fabric. Greetings. Man doesn't seem to acknowledge your presence. He continues to work at his embroidery, muttering under his breath. As he sews, shimmering motes of light seem to sparkle and drop from the tip of the needle. Good sir, did you hear me? The man does not look up from his work, frowning distastefully as he answers you. Yes, and I'm certain what you need is truly quite urgent. Now, if you would be silent for just a moment. I'll wait quietly. At last, he sets down the embroidery and looks up at you. Before you can speak, however, he suddenly picks up another item and sets to work on it. Again, he works what looks to be tiny colored sparks dripped from the fabric. I'll wait some more. He finally finishes his work, setting it down to examine you. Greetings. I'm Goncalves. Now, what was it you were here to see me about? I had questions. I hoped 'tis about garments and the like. Shan't answer anything not concerning myself or the store. I wanted to pick up a dustman costume for what? Good luck then, sir. Happen to have one available. Its cost is 30 copper commons. I'll take it. Okay. I don't know what that's for, but like, cool. Goncalves takes a set of neatly folded robes from under the counter. There you are, sir. I'd warn you, though. This is for the upcoming masquerade of Lord Erd. Many folks are already attending as dustmen. Keep that in mind. Any questions? What were those lights while you were embroidering? That? Nothing, sir, but a bit of the art, which I at times weave into fabric when the fancy strikes me. Those items which I lavish enchantments upon are my most special creations and are rarely sold. What sort of magical clothes do you have available? Gonkevs looks you over, frowning. Nothing that would fit you, that's for certain. I'd like to see what you have to offer, just the same. Sir, why are you offering me your jerkins? In the clothing store, straight up jerking it. Only usable by Anna. Who up offering they jerkin? If I had the money for that, the jerkin of the Brazen Rogue would actually be really good for her. Oh wait, that's a changing room. I was like, why does this hallway lead nowhere? Another named NPC.
Please, sir, I've things to do. I'd appreciate you leaving me be if you'd be so kind. Farewell.
The man looks at you expectantly. Well, well, did you get the costume from Gonkevs? Here it is. Cost me 30
Updated
commons.
my journal.
Fine, fine, take it here. Tosses you 30 copper commons. Now I've to be off. Wait, Gonkev said many people were already going to this masquerade as Dustman. Did he? Blast. I would hate to arrive in such a common costume. I could go see if he has another ready. Not a bad idea, not bad at all. Quickly, see if that portly nincompoop has another, will you? I'll return with another
Updated my
costume.
journal. All right.
Any questions? Wanted to pick up another different costume. Kevs nods and smiles knowingly. The Dustman bit seemed a bit too common after all, eh? Well, it just so happens I have a Godsman costume. Like, cost you only 50 coppers. I'll take it. Thanks. Farewell. Man looks at you expectantly. Well, well, did you get the costume? Yes, here it is. It cost me 50 commons.
My journal.
He makes a disgusted noise, scratches the costume, or snatches the costume from you, shoves 50 coins into your hands. Now, I've to be off. Farewell. Had some questions. Nah.
I'm gone.
I'm probably going to be ending here soon. Oh, this is Undersigil. We don't want to be here. Undersigil is not a fun place to be. Smell of alcohol wafts heavily from this young woman, and despite her dark skin, you can see that her face, beautiful but cruel looking, is flushed. She's slender but well-muscled, adorned in exotic jewelry and translucent silk clothing. Numerous scars crisscross her thighs and forearms. They look to be from battle wounds. Undersigil jump scare? Yeah. Greetings.
Well, well. What have we here? A little tiefling gutter queen come crawling out of the hive.
The woman pouts, talking as one would a small child.
Are you lost, little tiefling? Oh, look, it has a tail. How cute.
Anna flushes, and with a snarl, blades sprout from her fists.
And now, Fiendkin, don't do that.
The woman seems unconcerned as Anna draws her weapons and clucks disapprovingly with her tongue.
Careful now, or I'll remove that tail of yours and feed it to my dogs.
Piss baby ass woman. Let it go, Anna. She isn't worth the trouble.
You have a sharp tongue on you, wee lass.
Anna spits and sharpens her blades against each other.
I wonder how sweet your tacky jewels and harlot's clothes will look on you when you're dead in the street.
Anna, wait.
You filthy spawn of the lower plains. A bitch bastard that not even Tanari would keep in its pen.
She draws her blade. Sheath that blade, girl, or I'll sheath it in your body.
What foul thing gave birth to you, sirrah?
She grimaces in disgust, then laughs harshly.
And such a stench. Be you one of death's bastards?
You notice a curved long knife hanging at her hip. Hand rests loosely upon its pommel. Want me to slap this barmy chit down, Chief? No, Morte, I'll handle this.
Oh, this I have to see. So tell me, sirrah, is it you that stink like the hive's gutters? Or is it the gutters that stink like you?
Adana, is that you? I love your addled ways, Chief. The woman blinks at you in surprise. Oh my god. That second dialogue option is fucking brutal. Holy shit. Adana, do you not remember me? The third one is pretty good, but the second one hits far harder in my opinion. Do you not remember me? She eyes you warily for a moment, then smiles.
Your deep wounds must have confused you, sirrah.
The woman chuckles.
I am not your friend, nor would I ever associate myself with one such as you.
My apologies. I thought you to be Adana, but you're twice as ugly and smell twice as bad. He listens to you for a moment, confused, then snarls and makes to draw her weapon. Call for the guards. She gasps in shock.
You fool! Are you mad? The guards would never take your word over mine.
You're obviously drunk, and those scars of yours mark you as the fighting sort. You probably have a reputation for this sort of thing already. I think they just might. She stares hard at you, grinding her teeth.
Let's drop the whole matter then, and be on our separate ways.
Agreed. You've already wasted enough of my time. Farewell. That was... I like the way that we played that. The brothel of slating intellectual lusts. We'll explore that. We'll explore that next time. Okay, that is going to be where I end off for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I'm not sure if I'll be doing more Planescape tomorrow. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. I'm not sure if I'll do more Planescape tomorrow, just due to like I I originally wasn't going to stream Planescape tonight, and then as I was getting ready for stream, I was like, oh fuck, I actually need to like put my Pokemon in Pokemon Home if I'm gonna start Pokemon Scarlet, and that's gonna take me a minute. So we'll see. We'll see what I end up doing tomorrow. Maybe it'll be Pokemon Scarlet. Maybe it'll be Planescape. We're finally out of the Hive Ward. I'm really surprised at how long we spent in the Hive Ward. But here is your raid message. Let's see who there is to raid. Big Eepy. The Great Eepy, even. You know what? Let's go poke the turret. Ando's playing a game that's close enough to what we're playing. Ando's playing Rogue Trader. But yeah, I hope to see you here tomorrow for whatever I end up doing. Be it Planescape or Pokemon, depending on how I'm feeling. Otherwise, have a good one and take care, everyone.